everyone, it's Linda from Linda's Ease in Arlington Heights and my daughter Debbie doing the camera today.
Hello.
We are going to be introducing Mary. I promised you in another video prior to this that Mary would do a wonderful buttonhole to show you how simple it is to do a buttonhole without any stabilizer whatsoever. So we're going to get into that with her. I want to show you on my last video I did a little blouse with a ribbon and the keyhole down the front, which I think turned out really cool. Because of the lighting, there is a projector in this machine, and so I mean it's not just a camera. There's actually now a projector. The old ones had cameras, but these have cameras and projectors.
That's right.
And that's why you can get into. In fact, Debbie, if you can see up on the machine there, I have a little hummingbird since it is springtime and the hummingbirds finally came to our.
We've seen them.
Yeah, they just came to our feeders this week. And I'm going to be doing that on this shirt. And what is really great about it is that you see how big it is? And you can also see that it's got a great big hoop.
Get in there? Go ahead. You can walk in there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to show you with the with what it is. And what's really nice is that the original design came into the machine for a much smaller hoop, like an 8x8. And what I did on here, all I have to do is touch the machine and I can immediately resize the design. They don't have to have software, nothing. So
it'll recalibrate the number of stitches for you inside the machine. It's like software almost built into the machine.
Because underlayment, and for those of you that aren't embroiderers, probably don't know too much about this, but it's kind of nice for you to know. There's an underlay that the digitizer digitizes on every single design. And that underlay is really important because if you start making the design, they've designed that underlay for a certain size. Now you're spreading that design out. If that underlayment doesn't change with it, what's going to happen? Lots of spaces.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
And it's not going to look great. So that's wonderful thing about the new Solaris, that you can write on the machine without even doing anything with software. Boom, you touch it. And of course, we're going to be teaching that in our video. We did in our other video, did this little let's cook something special. That's an exclusive design in the Solaris too, with the little apples.
And what are you wearing today?
I am doing a design that I did on it, and I was able to match it perfectly because of the projector. I was able to project the design right on the t-shirt so it showed exactly where it was going to go. So it wasn't cattywampus, it was just right there. The last thing that I want to tell them is that our big warehouse, and we do have sales occasionally once a year, but this is really something special because of COVID. And you guys know that we are doing this. We're trying to do it every day for you. And I just got somebody who said, Sharon, we're going to be there every day. Don't worry. They said, where are you guys? I'm expecting you to come.
We skipped a couple days there.
I think we skipped a day or two because
we were on overload.
We were on overload. We had so much happening, but I love your comments, guys. That's what keeps us going and doing this for you. And hopefully when we get this video, you are going to love it too. So,
and you have something behind you wanted to mention on the chair over there.
This is also going to be, we were just going to wait for our warehouse sale, but we put it on sale anyway. This is the big package of stabilizer. In the past, that's how I always bought mine, is with there's 6 rolls in here. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I took one out.
Oh, yeah, this is Linda's Ease, right?
4 or 5.
She's already
5 rolls. I don't know. But whatever it is in here, it is the best package you can have. That's the way I always buy them. I have the bigger machines, so I buy them in the big rolls. If you've got a 4x4 machine, there's a small kit too. It's on our website, and that is really your best way to buy it. It's the most basic consumable stabilizer you'll use. So you'll use this over and over. It's not like, oh, I've got too much stabilizer.
No, and you can cut down.
You want your projects to look professional. You don't want them to look like, oh, somebody says I made it. Not at all. Okay, let's turn this over to Mary because she has got...
Mary and Madeline?
And Madeline's going to be her camera person.
Okay, all right.
So enjoy.
Bye.
Hi, this is Mary and
Madeline, hello!
Here to show you a few of my favorite things on the Solaris. This is the Babylock Solaris we're in front of today, Madeline. If you want to come around to this side, please, we can show a few of my favorite things.
Okay.
Wanted to show the bobbin winding because it's unique that you can determine the amount of bobbin you want in it by simply right here.
How fascinating is that?
So I only want a little bit of a bobbin, and it'll do like 25%. And I can select my speed. I usually wind on half speed, but listen as to how quiet it is.
Oh, it is quiet. You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. So this will click off momentarily. And it's a very quiet, smooth bobbin. And then it even has a thread cutter on it. Today, what we're going to do is one of my other features that is one of my favorite features is the buttonhole on the Solaris. So we're going to go to my buttonholes, and you can see all the different buttonholes we have to choose from. All right.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know about you, but I normally don't do buttonholes on organza.
Ooh,
look how
pretty.
sheer.
And it's sparkly.
Okay. And we're going to do a buttonhole on that today with no interfacing. This is where I would put my buttonhole to make the size. So we're going to pretend there's a button in there for my buttonhole. Okay. We're going to thread up. I have a yellow in my bobbin, and I'm going to put a pink 40 weight on top. Now, I normally wouldn't do my buttonholes. Watch the needle threader. That's also a favorite feature. I normally wouldn't do buttonholes with this weight thread, especially on sheer, but I'm doing it on purpose today just to show you how easy and how nice of a feature of a buttonhole this machine has. So we're going to go backwards, come down to the beginning, and then we're going to do our zigzag for the reinforcement of the buttonhole. We're going to do our back bar tack, not quite yet. We come down, we do the front bar tack. We're doing our zigzag on the right-hand side. And we're going to bar tack the back, and there's my tie off. And I'm going to cut it. Now,
Look how pretty.
okay, I have a little bit of cleaning up to do there, but the reason I did it in two colors, you don't see the top on the bottom, and you don't see the bottom thread on the top. And I did this without any interfacing. Normally, I would say use interfacing when you're doing a buttonhole, but with this new buttonhole foot available on the Solaris, this is what the quality of the buttonhole you get.
Very
now,
nice.
I also wanted to show one of my other favorite features on the machine, and allow me to change the foot. We're going to use just my standard, oh, sorry, that's operator there, getting the thread caught. Now this time I will use a little bit of stabilizer, because we're going to go to my character decorative stitches. We have some very wide ones in here. So I'm in category number 7 of my character decorative stitches, and I want to stitch this one out. Down here you can see the width is 18 millimeter. Normally your sewing stitches are 7 to 9 millimeter depending on your machine, and my width is going to be 18 millimeters wide for a decorative stitch, which is really kind of cool. I'm going to start it, and it's kind of like a traveling stitch. See how the machine is moving? And it's actually moving sideways, forward, back, left, right. And you just are guiding the fabric. You don't want to take control of the fabric. You want the machine to do it for you. And I'm going to do one more and then tell it I want to stop after this one. It's going to tie off. There's the cut. And I didn't have the raising of the foot activated, or it would have activated.
Look how pretty. And that's
so
large.
we've got large decorative stitches, and then of course my favorite feature,
Your buttonhole.
with the buttonhole And that is done with the exclusive foot of the new buttonhole. So this is what makes it travel nicely with the buttonhole, and then you put your button in there and measure. So just a few of my favorite things on this machine, and we'll do another video down the road.
Give us a call. We're here waiting for you. Have a good day.